Hey guys, how you going? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Now I know this news is like 2 days old, but for the last 2 days I've been playing catch up with Etsy orders. I'm at a place now where I can have a bit of a breather. I got stuff curing in mold, so I've got to wait overnight to crack them out of the molds and stuff like that, and also just been doing adulting stuff, cleaning the place, picking up stuff, click and collect orders, all that shit. And I saw this news drop and come out a couple of days ago. I'm like, I'm gonna do a video on that. I want to talk about it because I like all this stuff. I like, a good costume reveal. And also keep in mind there are going to be spoilers for Daredevil Born Again. That's why I've slapped the 2 spoiler alert stickers on the thumbnail, just out of respect for people that do not want anything spoiled with Disney Plus's Daredevil Born Again. Now, let me just preface this. I am halfway through season 1 of Daredevil. I'm currently playing catch up, and what I've seen so far, I fucking love. And it was one of those things where I just never not wanted to watch the show. I just never got around to it, but I've heard nothing but good things. But one thing I've always appreciated throughout the entire series are the costumes. The costumes have always been fucking brilliant. Even at one point, I had a swatch of production-made Daredevil costume fabric of Charlie Cox's suit from season 1. And it was absolutely beautiful. I even love his original costume where he's got the wraps around his hands and he's just got the black long sleeve top and the bandana on his head. It all looks great. It's grounded, it's gritty, and then there is the progression and the evolution of the costume and all the characters around it. And then obviously we also get Jon Bernthal as the Punisher, and he got his own spin-off series. It's just a great cast of characters. So I'm really enjoying the series so far, and I've been wanting to watch it for the longest time. But at the moment, they're filming Daredevil Reborn, which has been acquired by Disney, obviously. It was originally with Netflix, and now it's a Disney Plus series. Now we have seen a Disney Plus version of Daredevil, technically, that appeared in She-Hulk. That was the red and gold suit, or the burgundy and gold suit, more like the traditional first appearance look of Daredevil back in the day. And it's not my cup of tea, but I dig the fact that they're going old school with this one and going back to its original roots. But looking at the costumes that Charlie Cox has sported throughout the Netflix series, they're stunning, they're beautiful. There are some things I would change and do different, but now we have set photos from Daredevil Born Again where we see not Charlie Cox, but his stunt double, I believe, and also a good look at the Bullseye costume. I just want to jump in, give my quick thoughts because I love a good costume reveal. And we also have the trailer coming out this weekend, I'm pretty sure, for Deadpool 3. I'm pretty sure that's playing at the Super Bowl, so like my eyes aren't ready to see it. My brain isn't ready to see Hugh Jackman in the suit. Like, I can't cope. But in the best way possible. So first things first, like looking at the suit right here, this is Charlie Cox's stunt double. I dig the aesthetic, sort of. I dig the overall design. It is very true to what has come beforehand. It's going to be interesting to see if it is the same costumers, the same artisans working on these costumes that were working on the Netflix series. People jump back and forth. They might have gone to the same costuming studio. Who knows? I do believe Ironhead Studios did the gold Deadpool helmet for She-Hulk. I don't know if Ironhead had any other involvement with any of other Charlie Cox's costumes. I'd have to look into that. But right off the bat, it looks pretty good. You got to keep in mind, this photo uses a flash. Nothing looks good with a flash. I heard a lot of complaints are that you can see through the lenses and you can see into the actor's eyes. That's because they're using a flash. I guarantee you, if there was no flash used, it would just be mirrored lenses, pretty much like that. And also the suit does look a bit unflattering and a bit glossy because of the flash, and that is just the nature of the textured fabric that they use on these specialty superhero suits. But I do like how it looks. There has been one edit where I'm like, that is pretty awesome. That is what it needs to be. There definitely needs to be the Daredevil logo. Like from day one, there always needs to be the Daredevil logo on the chest, whether it be in the middle, on the side, like what even Ben Affleck's Daredevil suit had. And I actually do not mind that suit. It's very leathery and probably very impractical, but I think Ben looks great in the suit. I think he made a good Daredevil. If you watch the director's cut, it's pretty damn good. But going back to this, and going back to this edit that you see right here, the edit looks a lot better than what we see here at the moment. Don't get me wrong, it's going to look a lot better in controlled lighting with proper color grading and then much more of a dimly lit atmosphere and scenes going on that are not out in broad daylight. I also think the belt needs to be lowered a little bit, but that's always kind of been the running theme. He's always had a bit of Harry high pants going on throughout the series when it comes to Charlie Cox's Daredevil suits. I think the first proper suit that Charlie Cox sports is the best one by far. I just love the aesthetic of it. I love the way it hugs the body, has that nice V-taper, but The running theme has always been the belt's just been a little bit high for my liking. I like a nice lowered belt, tapered down following the Adonis belt. The abdominals, the Adonis abdominals. Shit! This guy has a wicked beard, by the way. Like, it is like night and day in terms of skin to beard. It's just like a hard line. Yeah, it's very nice looking lips too. Good on him. But that edit right there looks absolutely great. I definitely think it needs a bit more pieces added and taken away at the same time, but it definitely needs the Daredevil logo on the chest. Now, if we go to Bullseye, oh boy. There's something about when it comes to a Disney Plus series that's Marvel. The costumes are at each end of the spectrum sometimes. Sometimes they can be absolute bangers, and then other times it can be like this. Whether or not this costume is going to get upgraded and Bullseye is going to get a different costume, I don't know. I would have loved to have seen, you know, the white circles going around, say, the torso, the neck area, even around his mask at that. Again, the photos are using a flash, so it's not going to look flattering at all. It's going to look a lot more sexier once we see a trailer and once we see the final series itself. But for the time being, look, I do like the accessories. I do like the use of, you know, the proper cargo pants, the military pants and stuff like that. It is very tactile, but at the same time, that upper body skin does not look like it's going to protect him at all. And I know it's Bullseye, like he doesn't really need protection. He shouldn't need protection, but at the same time, it just looks hokey. And almost like Kick-Ass. I was trying to wrap my brain around what this costume reminds me of, or what the aesthetic reminds me of. Aaron Taylor Johnson when he played Kick-Ass. I mean, look, the costume definitely does move well, especially if, you know, you're doing these heavy stunts. Whether or not this is a stunt costume or stunt costumes for that matter, who knows, but they're just resetting. There's Charlie Cox's stunt double. Goes in for the tackle with Bullseye. Boom. I mean, again, under all the controlled lighting, when the color grading's done, it's all gonna look pretty damn good. I just feel there needs to be a few changes made, whether it be, you know, adding the Daredevil logo onto the chest or the side of the chest. Obviously, it's too late now. They're like smack bang in the middle of filming Daredevil Born Again, which is cool to see. I'm glad fans are finally getting something more, obviously with Vincent D'Onofrio returning as Kingpin, who was just a fucking banger of a choice for the role of Kingpin. Like, Michael Clarke Duncan was absolutely brilliant. The original Daredevil film with Ben Affleck, it has a lot of greatness in it. Like I said, you gotta watch the director's cut, but Affleck as Matt Murdock was pretty damn good. Michael Clarke Duncan as the Kingpin. Colin Farrell as Bullseye. Bullseye. It was alright. Like, not as good as the Penguin, but you know. So guys, those are my quick thoughts on the Daredevil Born Again costumes. Again, I'm a couple of days late to the game with this one, just playing catch up with Etsy orders, but I just wanted to chime in and give my 2 cents. I think they're great looking costumes. Given the fact that we're looking at set photos that are utilizing a flash, they are their most unflattering to look at. But again, especially when it comes to the lenses, those lenses are definitely going to be mirrored. The costumes are going to look a lot better. I just hope there is an upgrade with Bullseye's costume, because for now, he just reminds me of Kick-Ass. Let me know your thoughts down below on these costumes from Daredevil Born Again if you stayed around for the whole video. Thank you very much for watching. Love you guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.